What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to The Lookout with me, Dan, my co-host, Nerdy Geek, and our special guest tonight, Dave. I can't remember the thing. Just give me a sec. Just your average geeks. There we go.
What's up? What's up?
Join us tonight, and we're going to tell you about all the brand new number ones that are coming out. And there's not a whole lot this week.
No, there really wasn't, especially compared to last week. I think last week I had like 15, and I think there was more, but I skipped most of them.
Yeah. Last week there's a ton. This week there's what? 6 or maybe 6?
6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a quick live stream tonight, but I got some books I can show, and we'll probably have a little bit of a chat as well through some of them. But, yeah, so Dave, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Dave, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And Nerdy, always a pleasure when you're here.
Appreciate it, Dan.
So, what do you say? Should we get cracking or what?
Let's go.
Let's get it on.
Add these slides up here.
All right, on the lookout. Let's go to the first one.
You want to start us off, Nerdy? We'll go.
Yeah, I'll start us off. Here we have Space Ghost Annual number 1. This is the Virgin variant, the 1 in 15 by Bjorn Behrens. After the thrilling events of issues number 12, second story arc finale, the fine-tuned creative team of David Pepose and Jonathan Lau pull out all the stops for the very first Space Ghost Annual. With the Council of Doom seemingly defeated, our heroes now face a terrifying new threat, one that strikes beyond the fourth dimension. To have any hope of survival, Space Ghost and his crew must find a way to break the dominion of Tempus, the Time Master. This is written by David Pepose, and the artist is Jonathan Lau.
Nice. I heard this was actually pretty good. It sets it up for the next story arc.
That's a pretty cool cover on that one. That 1 in 15. That's pretty hot.
Yeah, a lot of these Space Ghosts have been really good covers, like really great art on these. I haven't read any of them, but I've heard everyone saying that they're actually really good.
Yeah, same here. I haven't read it either, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I heard the story's really good. The art's really good. The teams that they have on these is really good, especially the ones with the Johnny Quest now with them as well.
Yeah, so I didn't read this one, like I said. I was going to pick it up, but since I haven't read the first 12 and everyone's been talking so highly of it, I was afraid I would, be lost without reading the first 12. So I did skip this one, but it is one that interests me. I did pick up the first maybe 3 issues when it came out. But like I said, if they're already in issue 12, that's a pretty good run, especially for a Space Ghost. I didn't expect this to go much more than maybe 5 or 6 issues, and here they are with an annual. They must be doing something right.
Yeah. Dave, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, no, definitely. I wonder if there's a trade paperback for this you could pick up and just jump in that way instead of buying all the individual issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember hearing about this before when it was coming out too, and I didn't think it was going to be one of those things that lasted so long. But yeah, like you said, here we are.
I've heard a lot of people raving about it. So, but it, like you said, Nerdy, it would have been great to start it from the first instead of picking up this right here now. But I mean, this could probably kind of give us like a gist of the first 12 issues in this book.
Yeah, it may have. It sounds like from the synopsis, it's going to be going into a new storyline. So, it might have been all right to do it.
Yeah. Let's give a quick shout out to a couple people that are here. I see Terry Floyd's in here. What's going on, Terry? I see Bruce, Kingdom of Nerds. What's going on, Bruce? Thanks for coming. And I see Mike's in here as well. Thanks for coming, Mike. Appreciate it.
How's it going, guys? Yeah, Terry, I'm not home right now, man. I'm at my best friend's house. We've been in the pool all day. I got out so we can do this real quick. So I got nothing here with me.
We do not know if he has pants on, though. So It's good that we get the above shot. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is this a cover buy? Would you recommend this? Maybe.
I mean, all of these Space Ghosts. If you're a cover buyer, I mean, all these issues have had some great covers. A lot of great artists doing a lot of great work. So it's definitely a cover buy. But like we've all heard the same thing, that it's been a great series. I mean, it's probably worth picking up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely sounds like both. Like you said, definitely that. I mean, this one especially is a pretty damn cool cover.
I would say definitely for the covers of them, definitely I would be picking them up. And I mean, they're not bad expensive wise either, too.
Yeah, they've been really, like I said, I've been shocked that it's actually lasted this long. When I first picked it up, it was just a nostalgia thing. That's why I picked them up. But now it sounds like I'm gonna have to read them.
Bruce says he never wears pants.
Bruce, that's just after the show's over.
You don't have to wear pants, right? The camera's only catching your upper body here, right?
Yeah, we all learned how to work these things during 2020.
Terry says pants are for suckers.
See, Terry knows.
What's our next?
Just don't stand up,
Yes, no, don't stand up, and make sure the camera doesn't fall over. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, do you want to read this one, Dave?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. All right, so we got Godzilla #1, and this is going to be the Martin Simmons 1/100 version variant. And let's see, we got the Americans have just discovered the ultimate tool in the fight against the kaiju. A young boy named Jason with the power of Godzilla, able to harness the mysterious Kai-Sai in the same vein as the King of Monsters. This boy will either save the world or bring about its doom. With the writer Tim Seeley and artist Nicola. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I will totally butcher that. I do apologize.
Did anyone read this one?
No, I did not read this one, but I didn't know about this one. But I mean, that's a pretty cool cover. I mean, Martin Simmons is really cool with his art, and I mean, this could be a good read with the writer Tim Seeley. I like Tim Seeley, so this could be pretty good.
I did read this one, and I bought it as a cover buy. I bought this cover, but I bought the trade. I didn't buy the Virgin variant. Mm-hmm. But there was some really nice covers on it, and then I did read it, and I was expecting your typical, Godzilla slosh where it's mostly cover buys, not really good story. But I actually really enjoyed this story. This story seems really interesting. It's all the kaiju just started showing up. I think around 54 they showed up. And this is not your Godzilla that's here to save the Earth, or at least so far it's not. I mean, it started in 54, and now it's present day. All the coasts have all these walls that are built up around it to try and keep the kaiju away. But of course, Godzilla and some of them do break through. And on this one, he shows up in New York City, breaks in, starts tearing things up, and he's actually hits a school that the kids who are at the school, they're orphans from kaiju attacks. So they're getting hit again after that. And then one of the kids get hit by his what do they call it? The something breath? It's not cosmic breath. I forget or it's atomic breath. He hits the kid with his atomic breath. And then the kid is still standing there after it's done. And it's being watched by cameras everywhere. And of course, the G-Force America, or G-Force USA is what they call it, recruit him and take him to go find, take him to train him and see what he can do. So it seems like all the members of G-Force have some type of power, but he's obviously the most powerful one, or it seems like he's going to be. And then once he's recruited, Anguarius shows up, and they go to try and fight off Anguarius. But one of the G-Force members, who's actually a transfer from G-Force Japan, she's able to communicate with the kaiju mentally. Like, she can try and persuade them, and she can feel what they feel, but she can't actually, talk with them. And it turns out that Anguarius seems like he's weakened and afraid of something. And she ends up convincing him to leave. but then the kid Jason jumps in the water, and when he does, you can't tell if he turns into a giant kaiju or if a giant kaiju just happened to be coming up, and that's what Anguirus was afraid of. And then the kaiju actually speaks, and then it says to be continued. So it actually drew my attention. I actually enjoyed the story. A lot of the characters that were in it were different enough visually and the way they acted, where it's not one of those trying to figure out who is this again, who is that again. I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up number 2 and see where they go from here.
Just from hearing you talk about the whole story, pretty much, it makes me want to go and buy it. I didn't pick this one up, but
yeah, it was a really good read. I really liked it. It was well worth the read, and the covers were great.
Yeah, the covers were really good. It was hard to choose a good cover for the slides, but I went with this one because I thought this one was pretty cool.
Yeah, that, like I said, this is the cover I picked up, but I just picked up the trade. Yeah, Terry, if you could pick up a Wonder 100 for a good price, man, pick it up because this is a great cover.
Yeah, I think it looks beautiful. It definitely sounds like a good story. Again, Tim Seeley's a great writer. You know, I really like his work on Local Man and Hack and Slash. So,
yeah,
no surprise, it sounds pretty good.
And
yeah,
then
so
this?
Go ahead.
Isn't this like a new era of?
Yes.
Like Godzilla 2?
Yes, it is. It's a new. They're starting over. So this is, you know, a whole new era with Godzilla. There's all new stories and everything like that. And it seems like every kaiju is available because you see some in video footage, things like that. And like I said, Anguirus showed up. There was another ones that you see them talk about here and there. They talk about King Caesar, and they even talk about I forget his name right now. I'm sorry. I was drinking a little bit. Sorry. What's the turtle? The big turtle?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah. Anyways, he was in there. Bruce, you're a kaiju fan. What's the big turtle's name? I can't remember right now.
Christopher Works, thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it.
But they do mention a lot of different kaiju in here. They talk about Rodan. So yeah, it looks like all of them are going to be in this storyline at one point or another. So that seems pretty cool.
Gamaran?
Yeah, Gamera. Yeah, Gamera. That's
Terry
it.
Floyd with the answer.
Good job, Terry. Thank you.
Feels like Godzilla's really getting around, huh?
Oh yeah, he's
DC
everywhere.
And Marvel and everything, huh?
Yeah, and actually the Godzilla Destroys Marvel #1 was actually a pretty decent read. I actually enjoyed that one too.
But it's nice to see him kind of get his own book and its own new story arc too. And like you said, just from hearing you talk about this makes me want to go pick this one up.
Yeah, it was like I said, the art was good. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was good art. You know, it was fine for the story. But like I said, when I first picked this up, it was a straight cover buy. If it wasn't going to be one we were going to review, I probably would have never read it. And I'm glad we did review it because it was a good story. I was expecting nothing out of this.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely recommend for the covers, and story was really good. So, you know, if that sounded interesting from what I said, pick it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah. We'll go to the next one.
Yeah. So we have The Flash, Bad Moon Rising, special #1. Bad Moon Rising rages on as the focus turns to the Rogue's role as Eclipso generals and to a surprising new ally. Writer Alex Packnadel and artist Daniel Baylis.
Yeah.
So I actually read the issue 5 of The Flash, Bad Moon Rising, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm not a Wally West fan. I'm a Barry Allen fan. But this one really, from reading the 5th one, it really was really good. Like Flash is on the moon and battling these bad guys on the moon, which is just random in itself. But like the story was really good. The art was phenomenal in this. Like I said, though, I'm more of a Barry Allen fan, but this was really good for the Wally West.
Yeah, Wally West is my favorite Flash. You know, I know you're a Barry Allen fan, but I really like Wally West. So yeah, I'll probably check this one out.
But yeah, no, it was really good. didn't get to pick this one up, but I probably will. It looks really good from the covers. There's only one cover, which surprised me. There was no variant covers or anything for this.
That's surprising. Wow. Usually number ones, especially DC and Marvel, they have so many covers.
Yeah.
So this
Especially
kind of
lately.
Yeah, it kind of threw me off that there's only one cover to choose from here. But from the art alone, from the volume 5, I would recommend this. The story was really good. I missed 4 and 3, but I picked it up in 5. But the story was really good. And you could I just picked it up in 5 and kind of got the gist of 3 and 4 through 5. So it was pretty good. I'd recommend it, even though I'm not a Wild West guy, but I'd recommend this one.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Like I said, I am a Wally West guy, so I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Hopefully they do him right, because I didn't like him. I don't like him being portrayed in the Absolute Universe so far. That's not, to me, that's not Wally West. Wally's always happy-go-lucky, and this one seems different. But I haven't read them all. I just read the first 2 issues, so maybe he does end up going that way, but we'll find out.
Dave, you have anything? Any favorite Flash, or you like Flash? Does this interest you?
I'll probably go with Barry Allen. That would probably be my favorite one. But I mean, that's just from like back in the day. I mean, to be honest, I don't really get much in the way of Marvel and DC right now. So I don't even know what's going on in those universes. I'm strictly like indie stuff right now. So
Nice.
But I mean, it sounds like if you're a Flash fan, that this would be a good pickup.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dave. Whenever I pick up my books, the first ones I read are my indie books. That's if you want good stories and sometimes you get really amazing art. Yeah, indie's the way to go. Unless you're just a really hardcore, Batman or X-Men fan, there's not really great stories right now in either DC or Marvel. Ultimate Spider-Man, I really like, and I am reading 4 of the Absolutes, and they're keeping me entertained. But I haven't read Martian Manhunter, and I've, like I said, only read the first 2 of the Flash. So, but the others I'm enjoying. But yeah, the indies definitely. Usually half of my pickups are indie books.
Carrie said it's not a real Eclipso. Any true Eclipso would have a cheap plastic diamond on the cover. Christopher says, hell, the new Green Lantern has had at least 2 covers every issue.
Yeah, it has. Green Lanterns, but they've had some nice issues, though. Some really nice artists on them.
Yeah.
Right, so this one sounds like we're interested in it, story-wise, and you recommend it, Dan?
Yeah, I do. I liked it. Like I said, I liked the issue 5. I didn't get to get this one, which I would have liked to see it have more covers, though. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I find this cover's all right, but I would love to see the other covers they could have done with it.
Yeah. All right.
And I will say, I do not like the Flash's new suit in this, though.
Yeah, I was looking at that as you were talking about. I'm like, that threw me off. All that black in there. I'm not used to the Flash in anything but red with his yellow, maybe white highlights here and there. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because he's on the moon, so it's a different suit, but I don't know. But just the suit does not do it for me.
All right, let's go to the next one.
All right.
I'll jump in.
Here we have the Voice Said Kill #1. The wet heat of Louisiana bayou. Alligator poachers prowl the mudbug mere. Park ranger, heavily pregnant, raises a hateful mug of moonshine with the criminal matriarch and one deadly son of a bitch. Out of his mind on shrooms and retribution. Loads his rifle for the human hunt and screams down the stars. This is written by Simon Spurrier, and the artist is Vanessa R. Del Rey. Anyone read it?
I did not, but I was very interested in it. Just the cover looks really cool, too.
If you like the cover, then you might like the art, because all of the art inside looks like this, except I want to say this is probably better than the rest of the inside art.
Really?
Man, the art on the inside really, really had me like giving me a hard time. Sometimes you just couldn't tell what exactly was going on or who characters were because it's this type of art. But again, this cover looks better than everything else in there. A lot of characters look the same. A lot of the characters would just blend in with the background because it is in the bayou. I did read it. It was okay. I don't think I would pick up a second issue, but yeah, that does look like a raccoon on its head, doesn't it? He was wearing something. He was talking about being the swamp ape or something like that. Like this guy was completely out of his mind.
Well,
It
yeah,
was-
moonshine and drugs and shrooms. Like this guy's right out of her.
Yeah, but he's actually not in the book a lot. Like usually, most of the time you're spending with the park ranger, and then it turns out that criminal matriarch is his mom, and she tells the park ranger, "Hey, he's out here. He's off his meds. Oh yeah, he's supposed to be on meds too. So he's off his meds, taking moonshine and shrooms. So he's had 3 things going against him." And she asks that they look for him. So she goes to look for him in the bayou, and all of her deputies that are there to help her are all out sick. Apparently, they had a party, and this guy spiked the punch with something that got everybody sick. Except since she was pregnant, she stayed away from it, so she didn't get sick. That's why she's the only one there by herself, and she has no backup for hours away. And she's walking through the bayou trying to find him. So I mean, it sounds interesting now that I say it, but as I was reading it, it was really hard for me to get into. Like I don't know what was about it, but
So was the story was the story hard to read?
No, it wasn't hard to read. It's just
Or
I don't
did
know,
it
like-
just jump all over the place?
it did jump all over the place. Yes, it did do that. And then, like I said, a lot of characters look the same. They did a lot of crazy things that it's like, why are you doing this? Like there's things that just happened that just didn't make sense. Why this character would do this or this one would do this. So I don't know. It wasn't for me. If it sounds interesting to you, check it out. I mean, it's the way it ended. It did get me interested to look at the second book to see what happens. But reading it, I had no intention of getting to the second book until the last like 2 pages. And that's whenever I'm like, oh, well, now I kind of want to know what happens. But the rest of the story just really didn't hold me. So I don't know, man. It's up to you. I'm not going to recommend it, but I'm not going to say no. Give it a shot if that sounded interesting to you. That's the best I can say.
Well, this is a pretty crazy summary that they have here for it. Like you said, moonshine, a criminal mother, right? And
Yep.
and shrooms and all. Sounds like it was pretty disjointed from what you're saying. This first issue.
Yes, it was. It was.
And maybe the second issue it'll pick up a little bit. Hopefully they'll maybe be able to explain some of the stuff that you were saying doesn't make sense what they were doing. Hopefully the second issue will kind of touch on that stuff. But that's a pretty good idea though to spike all the drinks at the party and get everybody sick, right? Then you got to go out and do some craziness, right?
It sure sounds like something from the bayou too. Like, all the cops drunk.
I think that's the other thing too. Like they wrote it as people speak in the bayou, so you're reading it in their vernacular, and I'm not familiar with it. So some of it was like I kind of get the context clues of what they're saying, but you have to really sit there and just think about it and like, okay, I think I know what they're saying. Maybe that's the other reason why. So hey, if you're from the bayou, maybe you love this because you completely understood it.
Maybe I just want to give a shout out to Casino Comics for coming in. Thanks, Casino Comics. Appreciate ya. Hey,
What's up?
Chris says sounds like it was a slow and jumping story.
Yes, exactly. It was a lot like that. Yeah. So like I said, if it sounds interesting to you, check it out. Like I said, the last 2 pages got me thinking about maybe I'll check out number 2, but the rest of it, I had no interest in checking out number 2.
Sounds like something I would wait for like the next issue and see what people say about it, and then decide that way to jump in or not.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way it would be, because sometimes book 1 they're just trying to get their story out, and sometimes they put too much, or they feel like, oh, I need to make sure I add this in there, and it just makes it too convoluted. Maybe issue 2 will be a lot better. So, like I said, from the synopsis, sounds pretty interesting, and there are interesting characters in it, but they did jump around a lot.
Nice.
All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, Mike. Or Dave.
Yep, I got it. So it's Tex Arcanum, and let's see, we got America is a melting pot for the supernatural, ghosts and gods, angels and demons, horror stories, and tall tales. They've traveled from across the globe to collide in the rural heartland, and cowboy arcanist Avery Bell has spent a very long lifetime amongst them. Horror Noir meets Elmore Leonard in the mystic Midwest, a writer of Christopher Monfette, something like that. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Artist Miguel Martos. So that sounds pretty cool. You got this right, Nerdy Geek?
Yes, I did pick it up.
You didn't get a chance to read it, right?
I did not get a chance to read it. No. I was about to start it, but then I started working on my VA stuff, so I put this on the back burner.
But this book, it looks really good. This is one I was really wanting, but my shop didn't get it because it got delayed at the border.
Oh,
which go figure.
Yep.
But this is right down my alley with supernatural ghosts, gods, angels, demons, like the horror stuff. This is right down my alley. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, and I like this cover because when you first see it, it just looks like, you're, a plain Jane cover. But then when you look at the clouds, like there's tons of things in there. There's I think I counted like 12 different, little faces or demons and stuff all in there. There's a train in there. Looks like a deer skull with the antlers. There's like some type of serpent. There's a ton of things up all hiding up in those clouds. So I'm like, okay, this there's more to this than what it looks like. And I am down here in Texas, so I have to get a book that's here in Texas just to see how they're portraying us.
Yeah, it definitely sounds pretty good. I definitely gotta pick this up. I haven't picked up any books this week, so when I go pick up, I'm definitely gonna have to see if my shop has this because it does sound good. Like you said, Dan, the whole thing with demons and horror and that sort of thing. I mean, this whole thing, it kind of sounds like almost like it might be Preacher in a way, kind of like Preacher in a way. So
yeah, and Preacher was really good.
I was thinking more along the lines of like the Supernatural show.
Oh, okay.
Like
I can see
with
that.
their brothers Dean and Sam traveling to different places. Like, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah,
I have been to Texarkana.
This is one I really wanted, and it sucked that my shop didn't get it because this was high on my picks.
Well, whenever I read it, I will message you, Dan, and let you know what I thought.
All right, sounds good. I just want to give a shout out to Dig It A for popping in. What's going on, Dig? The comic collector for stopping in here as well. We have the autograph fisherman John Burgess in here as well. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate everything. Yeah, so definitely I haven't read it, but you will and let me know. But I would recommend this just because this is my kind of taste for comic. Like the supernatural, the ghosts, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then, it's a Dark Horse title. It's only one of 4, so, it's not going to be that big of a investment if you feel like you want to read it. You only know you're only in for 4 issues, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, same thing. I love these. I love that horror comics are starting to come back. With all these Epitaphs of the Abyss and what is it, Hyde Street and all those. Yeah, they're definitely coming back with a lot of horror titles, and I love the horror titles. So I'm glad I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, pretty cool. It definitely sounds like a recommend.
Shout out to BJC Comics for coming in, and Brian LCS. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it.
How's it going?
Godfather.
And was that our last one, or do we have one more?
No, we got one more or two more actually.
Oh, okay.
This one, Look Into My Eyes, #1, Maria Lovelicht variant cover. In this first issue of Look Into My Eyes, readers are introduced to Cravenwood, a seemingly quiet town hiding dark secrets. When Susie, a high school student, mysteriously vanishes, conspiracy-obsessed teen R.J. Nugent is determined to uncover the truth, but things in Cravenwood are far from normal. As RJ digs into Susie's disappearance, she stumbles upon the unsettling rise of Knock Knock, a wildly popular social app that seems to be taking over the town. Oh, and did we mention the sudden appearance of grotesque, many-eyed monsters lurking in the shadows? Writer is Ruben Kubelis, and artist is Ruben Kubelis.
Going by that synopsis, that sounds really interesting.
That sounds awesome.
This was one book I wanted, and I forgot to add it to my list for my shop to get it for me. But when I read this, I really wanted this because the whole like dark secrets and mystery and everything of this person like missing, and then the social media app that came on was kind of interesting because it kind of portrays the stuff going on in the world right now too.
Yeah.
So, and the cover on this was really great, and it's always good to see a writer and artist for the same thing. Because as you know, I love Sleep, and that's written by Xander Cannon, and it's drawn by Xander Cannon. And I always find that they tend to do their art a little bit better when it's them on it.
Yeah, because not only are they writing it, but they're doing the art, so you actually see their true vision. It's not they're not trying to describe it, and somebody else is trying to interpret their vision. You're getting what they want you to see, and yeah, you're right. I do like it when it's a writer and artist doing the same book.
Yeah, that's always really cool. Incredibly talented people that can do both, doing the writing and the artists and the art, I should say, in the book. But this this sounds really, really cool. I didn't know about this one, but now I do, and I'm definitely going to pick this one up.
And it's a Mad Cave, and Mad Cave has actually had a lot of really good stories coming out lately. Like the last few months, Mad Cave has been doing really good stuff.
I find with Mad Cave though, it's hit or miss. So you could have a really good one, then the next one could be a really shitty one.
So I liked Pop Kill. I liked what's the one going on right now? The Serial Killer's Apprentice or the Slasher's Apprentice. Yeah. That one's really good. Yeah, that was really good. And I think there's a couple of other ones that I've read, and you know they've been putting out some good stuff. But yeah, you're right. I know in the past it was a lot of like, yeah, it's not for me. But lately they've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, this one is definitely high on the list. I'll probably order it for next week to get it, and I can't wait. But yeah, this one I always like it when it's the same writer and artist. Like I said, I loved Sleep. I know a lot of people didn't, but I love Sleep. It is probably one of my favorite books going, and it's only 2 cover arts. So this one was a great cover too. There's 2 covers for this one too.
Yeah, this cover is really, really great. Like that almost looks like a symbiote, you know, with all the eyes all over. That's pretty creepy. And then it even says it down there, the many-eyed monster lurking in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one really intrigues me. I would definitely, just by the synopsis, I'd recommend it because I'm going to get it. But that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, and like I said,
picking this up too.
Yeah, the horror books. I'm always going to give a horror book a chance.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got.
I forgot the E. It's we.
Okay, it's we. Okay, We Don't Kill Spiders. Season of the Witch #1. This is the 1 in 10 Virgin variant by Megan Hutchinson. In the early Viking age of a Norseman detective and his witch companion are tracking a string of grisly occultist murders in a southern Scandinavian kingdom. Sought out by a local jail, they are compelled to investigate a string of disappearances that could lead to a bloody conflict between two warring Viking clans. And again, we have a writer-artist, Joseph. Ooh, well, I could not say that.
Joseph Shamalki.
There we go, Schmalky. Just by the synopsis alone, I am definitely interested.
And this one had 4 covers. This cover is really the cover that stood out to me with the purple and the neon green and the black. I really loved it. It popped to me.
Yeah, there's some great coloring on that, and there's a lot going on in it too.
Yeah, there's a ton
if you really
going
look
on.
At it, there's so much stuff there in the background.
Yeah, but as soon as I saw Viking Norseman and then his witch companion, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get this one.
This one looks really good. Even like the synopsis sounds really good too. It's always good if you have a Viking and you throw in a witch there as well. Like the story, I'm hoping would be real. I hope the story be really good. The covers look badass, all of them, but this was the one that really caught my eye. But yeah, I'll probably pick this one up.
Yeah, this was probably going to be a hard one to find too, because indie book by the writer and artist, and it's a 1 in 10. Most shops don't give a lot of indies a big order, so this one might be one that's hard to find. So if you can get it, it's definitely a nice cover right there.
Yeah, definitely cool. Again, same writer artist, so that's really cool. And like I said, a Viking and a witch. Come on, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
And in a Scandinavian kingdom too. So
yes. Did y'all watch the new Predator Killer of Killers on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great with that Viking story at the very beginning. That was a great way to start it, and they had my attention for the rest of the movie from there. That was great.
Yeah, no, definitely was. You want to give a shout out to Dewey Thacker for coming in. Thanks, Dewey. Christopher Work says this cover looks badass.
Yeah, definitely a great cover right here. I really like that. That green color just pops with everything else, but even though everything else is the same color, it's detailed enough that you can see everything individually. Nothing just blends into each other. It's really good artwork here.
Yeah,
that's great coloring, and like I said, so much going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing about this writer artist though, but just by looking at his cover, or that cover, really good. But I wonder what the story and the art inside looks like.
Yeah, me too. Because this is a different artist on the cover, so yeah, I'm curious to see what that inside art looks like.
But yeah,
and that one was our last one, right?
That was our last one. Like you said, we only had 7 books this week, which is a small week for us.
But some pretty good ones, though.
Yeah, a lot of these sounded interesting. Like I said, that other one, if it sounded interesting, go ahead and check it out. But just be prepared for them to jump around and to try and understand how the people in the bayou talk, because it is definitely like that. And I read a lot of X-Men with Rogue and Gambit, and they do that a little bit, and I get that, but this one was all in that vernacular. So
can we get the digital version, and then you just copy and paste it into like ChatGPT to give a translation, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Terry Foy says they released an epilogue for the Predator Killers. It's on YouTube.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I did hear about that. They put it up last night, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Then we got Bruce telling thumbs up and sub to everyone on the panel. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate it.
I am 7 away from 100, so I'm almost there.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Do you guys get any pickups for this week, or?
I have a few books I could show you.
Yeah,
I picked up.
let's put you on the screen here.
So I like to get. I've been in a bit of a kick of getting like older books and stuff like that. So I picked up some Star Wars Era of the Empire. I picked up the whole set in this one.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's issue 1, and then I got issue 2. Pretty cool, Han Solo and Leia.
Yeah.
Issue 3. 4. 5, and then 6. That's really
Awesome.
cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice one.
And then is an older one. This one you would like, Dan. This is New Mutants Annual number 2 for Psylocke.
Oh, I've been looking for that book.
Trying to get some first appearances in older books. And then this one I've been looking for a long time, but it's so expensive. I finally got a good price on it on eBay.
Oh,
The
nice.
Nice.
The ASM 601, J. Scott
Yes.
Campbell. Such a cool cover. Beautiful cover, I should say. Not even
Yeah,
close to
beautiful cover. That's one that I'm sure every Campbell fan and Mary Jane as Spider-Man fan wants.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so it's so expensive though. That's the crazy thing about it. But
Yeah,
finally,
it
I
is.
finally found somebody that had a bit of a lower price than most people, and then they threw out an offer, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on it.
Nice. Yeah, always great to get a good deal on eBay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dan, what you
Nerd.
got? Because like I said, I'm not home, so I have nothing.
You got nothing. All right. Well, you just showed one of my favorite, the one book I'm looking for, Psylocke, but I picked up Psylocke issue number 9. This is a variant cover.
That's cool.
I've been really loving this Psylocke series, and I've been getting all the variant covers as well. So that's one I got. I picked up the Turtles cover with Raphael.
Nice.
That one is really cool. I got the Spider-Girl variant cover.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, I wanted to pick that one up, but I couldn't find it at my shop. I don't think they ordered that many, and everyone probably just picked them up before I got there. But yeah, it's a really nice cover.
I like that one. The story, I really like the Spider-Girl story too. So
Yeah, Spider-Girl's actually been a fun story.
yeah, she's a mutant too, which is different. Like she's an
Yes.
actual mutant.
Yes,
And-
Nogi-san. You're right, Jerry Floyd. Great artist.
And then I picked up the Satana Frank Chow variant cover. This is issue number 6. I've been loving this story as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I
nice
love
one.
getting some Zatanna covers.
That's been a great story. I got the Void Rivals cover B.
Nice.
Oh, cool. It's a good series.
Then we got Sleep issue 3. This is the regular cover. And this is the variant cover.
Sick.
And
That's
this
sick.
has been one of my favorite reads. And then
I gotta check those out. You've been talking about it so much. I really need to check it out and get it.
And then, because my books got so late, my comic shop threw in a couple extras. So I got issues 1, 2 through 3 of Green Lantern Dark.
Nice.
So that's issue 1, issue 2, and issue 3.
That was nice of them to throw those in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
So, and then I got the Batman ones, but I got them up on the wall. But I got the Batgirl variant up here,
Yeah.
which is the VHS one.
Yeah, that was a nice one. I remember seeing that one.
And then I got the Detective Batman with Batman and Penguin. And I got the Albuquerque Batman and Jason Todd cover because I really love his work.
Nice.
So yeah, those are my pickups for this week.
Nice.
So yeah. What you guys got going on this week? Anything?
Nothing really. Just trying to rest up this weekend. That's all. Not a whole lot else going on.
Nerdy?
So I recorded my FOC video. I haven't edited it. Like I said, I've been in the pool all day. I'll probably do it later tonight and upload it tonight. And then tomorrow I'll have my Snail Mail Sunday video. And I'll also be on Kingdom of Nerds on the other comic show. We streamed that live at 7, I think. So yeah, that's what I got going on this weekend.
Nice. I just want to give a shout out Robert Pops for popping in a little bit.
Hey,
late,
Pops.
but he's
Robert
always
Pops.
here.
Nice.
Yes, Pops always here.
Love
Great
Pops.
supporter.
Had
Guys
to carry
everywhere.
the baby to the hospital. She's fine. Well, that's good. Glad she's fine, Robert.
Oh,
Thank God.
Good,
Yeah.
good to hear. Good positives. No. Yeah, I got a new series dropping on Monday, I think. Or Monday or Tuesday, I think. And my top 5 variant covers that I'm going to be picking up.
Nice.
So that should drop. I've been dropping shorts like crazy, but probably won't get nothing filmed tomorrow because I got to work at 5 a.m. So I was like, I'm home. I'm probably going to go to bed.
have you shared the news to everybody yet about our show?
No, not yet. But we're going to put the show on hold for just a little bit till I can get a new computer because Nerdy's been running the slides and I've been on my phone. So we're going to put the show on hold till I can get a new computer so we won't have any audio or video issues like we did with Cliff. But yeah, so it'll just be on hold for a little bit, probably 3 or 4 weeks, and then we'll be back at her. So, but that shouldn't stop you guys from go picking up some number ones. And then let us know. You guys all on Instagram. We'd love to hear what you guys picked up and your thoughts on it.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
And just to address why I wasn't here last week, we had to put our family pet down last week, so it was a little bit rough of a week. But Nerdy did awesome filling in with him and Matt, so I caught a little bit of it. And yeah, thanks for everyone for the wishes and everything. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's always rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. We had her for 14 years, so 14 years.
Long time.
Nice.
Pure happiness still that day, but she's in a better place. So we all know. But yeah. But we're going to leave it on a high note. Thanks everyone for coming. Like I said, we're going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus, probably for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll be back at her if Nerdy wants to. That is, he might be busy tied up with Bruce. Who knows?
I don't know. I know my wife has been asking me if we can do less Saturday stuff because I have a show Friday, I have a show Sunday, and Saturday she's like, "Well, let's go do this." I'm like, "Well, I got a show that day." So, she's actually going to be happy for a little bit.
That's good.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'll still be doing videos. Thank God for the phone.
You sounded great today.
Perfect.
No skips,
videos.
no drops. Yeah, everything's good.
Great. No storms.
Yes, no storms.
But thanks to Dave for coming in with us. We really appreciate you, Dave. Thanks for doing this with me and Nerdy tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Dave. And like I said, good to meet you.
Same here.
Thanks to everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you go sub each other up. Sub up Nerdy. He's only 5 away. Let's get him up there. Go sub up Dave. I got his link in the description and in the chat, so you can click and go right over. Sub up me. Sub up Bruce. Sub up everyone. Spread the love, as we like to say. But until then, this is Dan. That's Nerdy. That's Dave. We appreciate all you being here, and you guys all have a wonderful night.
See y'all.
Take care.
Later, everyone.